Hey FlossTube, I'm Annie and I am the Proper Stitcher, and welcome to episode number 56. I'm coming to you today on a Wednesday. I am leaving town this morning for Sharonsville, Ohio, which is right outside of Cincinnati. I am going to the Stich-Con 2022 retreat, convention, whatever you want to call it, today. Do not tell my travel buddies that I am doing this video right now because I am running late and I'm supposed to be on the road. But I wanted to do a quick little video to show you what I'm taking, my plans for the weekend. And so this is going to be a super quick video, not like my usual videos. So if this is your first time joining me, welcome. It's, like I said, it's a different video than usual, so please come back and watch my other videos. And if you're returning, thank you so much for stopping by. What I thought I would do today is just show you what I'm taking with me, what I'm taking to stitch, what I'm taking to give away, and just some other things along the way. So let's just jump right in and keep this short and sweet. Thank you all so much for watching my video last week where I showed you Pierre, Seaside Sparrow by Artful Offerings. And so many of you were so sweet and left so many good comments and sweet comments. But I don't want to talk about last video, but I did want to jump right in real quick and say, I will not be using interfacing on any more projects that I am mounting on a sticky board. And the reason why, and after kind of figuring out what I did wrong with my piece, I realized that once that interfacing goes on your stitched piece, there is no moving it. There is no correcting it. And so what happened is when I put the interfacing on, it shifted. So there was no going back at that point. There was no correcting it. And the more I tried to correct it on the sticky board, I told y'all the worse it got. Well, it was because there was no way that I could have corrected that. So interfacing, and I know this and I knew this, but interfacing is really just for your stuffed pillows, and it protects your stitch piece. So when you're stuffing the pillow, you're not going to poke through your fabric. Well, I like interfacing just because I feel like it still provides a little extra protection to your stitched piece when you're working with it on a sticky board or mounting it. I'm just not going to do that anymore because I don't want to have that mistake again. But thank you all so much for your wonderful comments on Pierre. His name's really not Pierre. It's Seaside Sparrow by Artful Offerings, but we've nicknamed him Pierre. I love him anyway, and he is probably on my shelf, but I need to get a riser for it. I'm not in my regular proper stitcher mode today. So let's just talk about StitchCon. So StitchCon is a retreat that Keepsakes, which is a shop. Keepsakes is a shop outside of Cincinnati in Sharonsville, Ohio, and they host this retreat every year, and it's called Stich-Con, and then they add the year at the end. So StitchCon 2022, and it is an opportunity for FlossTubers and viewers or fans to meet FlossTubers, but it's also a great opportunity for people to get together and stitch. They host 2 weekends, Weekend A and Weekend B. This weekend is the first weekend, so it's Weekend A, and next weekend is Weekend B. Each weekend has 300 attendees, so myself and 299 other cross stitchers will be there and having so much fun. It is a 4-hour drive for me from Knoxville to Cincinnati. So I am going to get into this video and get on the road. So let me show you what I'm taking. As a FlossTuber, I wanted to take some things as like little giveaways to people that I meet along the way and for some of my friends that I've known. So I made some little baggies. These have Post-it notes with my logo on it, a pencil, my business card, and then a sticker. So these are just little treats that I am taking to give away. I also made some floss drops. This is, and I bound them up 5 in a stack, and this has a photo of my grandmother on it. This is Lois Gray. Her maiden name was Gray, and that is where I came up with, my husband and I came up with the name for my daughter, Gray. boy or girl, we were going to name our child Gray. So I just love the name. And so this is Lois Gray. And for those of you who have been with me for a long time, you recognize this photo. When I stitched Summer at Cherry Hill by Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread, I said that this red dress that my grandmother wore in this photo reminds me of the woman on Cherry Hill in that stitched piece. So this is a floss drop. I did not write anything for someone to, or type anything on the back for them to write the color. I figured they could just write the color themselves. And my Staples in town would not do the curved edges, and I just did not have enough time to curve the edges. So I hope you all receiving my floss drops do not mind. But I'm taking floss drops, and I'm taking some scissor fobs to give away. So in this bag, after this, we're getting Taco's bag, which my friend Kim gave me many years ago because we love tacos. Oh, they're not in this bag. Oh, they're right here. These are my supplies for making scissor fobs. These are the scissor fobs that I am taking to give away. And I have little bags I'm gonna put them in, but I thought what I would do is let everybody pick what they want. And I think I have about 30 in here. So first come, first serve sort of a thing. But I just have so many different types of scissor fobs. And they all have sewing themed charms at the bottom. You're going to hear my dogs. They know I'm going out of town and they're kind of flipping out right now. So here's some more, but these are going to be fun to give away. They're all different. So much fun to play around with those. So I've got my box of scissor fobs. And then there is a sort of a show and tell table. I think they call it a show and tell table. Maybe it's a brag table. I can't remember. Where you can put a stitched piece on the table and people can just see either something you finished, something that is not completely finished but you're working on, but just something to show off. I guess it's called the show off table. I can't remember. But I'm taking Indigo Lane that I stitched this year. This is a Brenda Gervais piece, and I'm taking this to put on the brag table as well. So that is what I'm taking as far as my business stuff. What I'm taking to stitch on is a whole different story. And really the rule of thumb from what I hear from a lot of people is just take 3 projects with you. Because in all honesty, you do not do a lot of stitching when you're actually at the convention center or in the room with 300 people. In the convention center, they'll have an annex where you can go and shop. Have no idea what to expect there. Don't worry, I'll let y'all know what goodies I find there. And you can hear Scout's whining. So we have the annex, and then so between the annex, visiting, meeting people, I know I'm not going to have a lot of time for stitching. Maybe at night I will, but I'm still bringing a lot of projects because you never know what your mood will be at that moment. So here's what I'm taking. I am taking my, and I don't have this one printed out. I should probably do that before I go. This is the free PDF download of Heartfelt Stitch Along by Fat Quarter Shop. I'm taking this to work on because I need to catch up. I'm really behind on this piece. I am taking Heap on the Wood. This is a Brenda Gervais Christmas pattern, but I'm taking this just to get floss. I'm not going to start this. I have the linen, but I'm taking it to get floss at Keepsakes. Like I need to buy anything else, but that's why I'm taking that. I am taking, okay, so I watched Hello from Liz Matthews, and she's going to be there, and I've met her one time, and I'm so excited to meet her again. But if you go and watch her last video, she directs you to join her newsletter, which I was already a member of her newsletter, but she has designed a free pattern, and it's called Friendship Basket, and it's a complimentary design. I don't want to show you the design because she really needs you to go and print this from her design. But the theory is, or the idea is, and I'll just show you a little piece of it, is you stitch a basket, and then as you go to retreats for the year, your friends will stitch a little flower to fill your basket. So I have not started this yet, but I have some floss in here to start the basket tonight. So tomorrow when people start arriving, they can fill in my basket. So what I thought I would do is start at the bottom, give myself enough of an allowance, probably a 2-inch allowance, and then stitch the basket tonight, and then tomorrow let people start filling it in. And I wanted to have a tall piece because I'm going to several retreats this year. So I'm gonna have the basket here, and then we've got StitchCon. I have the Stitching with the Housewives and Stitch Etc. Christmas in July retreat in July. And that's 2 sessions, so lots of little flowers there. I have the Quilter Stations retreat. That's some flowers there. And then in December, I'm going back up to Wisconsin with some friends. And so there's some flowers there. So maybe by the end of the year, this will be a sweet basket full of flowers. And I just thought that that was a brilliant idea. And the idea is that you just walk around and say, do you mind picking a flower and stitching it in my basket? And they can use whatever floss they want. It could be something that they have in their needle at that moment. And then at the end of the year, it's going to be a colorful basket of flowers. So I really, really want to do that. I think that that is a sweet idea. I'm also taking with me, I don't even know what I have in this pile. I just grabbed everything that I knew I wanted to take. So these are in no order. I do want to make more progress on my Be Kind, Be True. And I'm going through these pretty fast. I'm not going to tell y'all the linen and everything because I've covered that in previous videos. I do have one new start that I wanted to take, and that is not in this bag. It's in another bag. But I did bring my keeper of the pins. I finally got the fabric in. I'm going to use 32 count Vintage Country Mocha. I thought I would do 40 count, so once I start, if I don't want it on 32, I may switch to 40, but I really don't want these to be big pillows. I want them to be smaller. So this, I have all the floss, all the fabric, everything I need to start this one. I'm taking my JBW Designs Elegant Alphabet, and I'm going to maybe put in a couple of threads of my Christmas in the Round or Alphabet in the Round. Well, yeah, it'll have to be one of these two. Probably this one, Alphabet in the Round, and I'll make Christmas colors out of that. Let's see, and I know I'm not going to touch all of these, but again, I just didn't want to be up there and not have something. I'm also bringing Dreaming Frida. I have to make a little bit more progress on this. I think this is my new start. Again, I don't need a new start, but I do want to start this one. This is Kathy Barrick's AH to EE. It is a reproduction of an 1806 Quaker sampler. So I got several skeins of silk blue floss that came in the mail. And here's some more. And I'm going to do a floss toss and figure out which blue I want to stitch this sampler. And I'm going to stitch it on 40 count Vintage Country Mocha. I am bringing my floral motif primarily because it has my Q-snaps already loaded. It's already loaded on my Q-snaps, and I don't want to take the Q-snaps off until I put a few more stitches in. So I have to bring this one. This is my one that I have not touched in a while, but for those of you who have not seen it, it is the Floral Motif Sampler by Scarlett House. And again, this one just got thrown into the mix because of the Q-snaps. So that's my excuse. Do not judge me. I'm bringing my Quaker Christmas that I haven't touched in a long time by Bygone Stitches. I'm wanting to get just at least a couple of threads in this one. See, and look, it's good that I'm doing this. I'm taking this one right here. I'm not taking it. I know I will not stitch on that. Same with this one right here. I know I won't stitch it. And I have a chair over there. I'm not just tossing it in the corner. Okay, I am bringing, just because this is going to be, I think this will be easy for me to see without my light. I'm bringing Little House Needleworks Jingle All the Way. I got this one, I started it last Christmas, so I thought I'd put a few stitches in on that. And I really want to start this. I don't know if I will, but I really, really want to start this one. This is Hands Across the Sea, Tom's Foolery. And I have the whole kit, and you know, all the floss, all the linen, everything is in here ready to go. I just haven't started it. So those are all of my whips that I'm taking and new starts. I've got all my bags ready. I have all my goodies ready to give away. I have beverages. I have toothbrush. Check all those things. I have my lights. I have my glasses. I have my readers. I have my magnetic board with all of my needle minders. I have my little stash bags ready to go to fill up my project bags. I have several hoops. And if I forget anything, you know what? I can either borrow it from someone or buy it while I'm down there. But I think I have everything. I'm super excited. I hope to come to you over the weekend with just little quick updates. Definitely lots of photos. I'll do little videos. And next week's video or my next home video will be back on schedule with giveaways. I will announce the giveaway winners from last week. I didn't want to do that today because it's not been a full week. So I want to give everybody an opportunity to see last week's video and comment and enter to win that. So I will do those giveaways next week. And I'll give you my StitchCon recap next week too. So until then, happy stitching, have a good weekend, and wish me luck. It's going to be so much fun. Thanks. Bye.